At Hanzhong, Cao Cao seemed almost too calm and collected. Zhuge Liang could not help but feel uneasy. With Hanzhong under its control, Shu had stabilized as a country and was gaining momentum. As if in celebration of their good fortune, Guan Yu marched north from Jing and attacked Wei at Fan Castle. If they could bring down Fan Castle, there would be nothing left standing between them and the Han capital of Shechang. With everything going so well, there was no reason to expect that their Wu allies would betray them. However, no matter what Zhuge Liang did, his worries could not be eased. Then, as the stage switched to east of Hanzhong at Fan Castle in Jing, waves of emotion flooded over Guan Yu as he gazed upon Fan Castle, where Cao Ren lay in wait. For finally, the dream that Liu Bei had pursued for so many years was about to become a reality. To forge a path to that world of virtue, Guan Yu and his sons would fight to the bitter end. The God of War's battle plan was flawless. That is, until the surprise attack came.
Hello everyone, Dark Kirby 14 here. Welcome to more Dynasty Warriors 7. Okay, this is another one of the so this is Guan. We played with Guan Yu before. Yeah, so this is another one of the three kingdoms' turning points. Now, this is a huge turning point in the Three Kingdoms era. Yeah, this is a huge turning point. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was the
Finally, this is my chance to observe the way my father fights.
So yeah, that's gonna be
What's the matter, father?
Yeah, that's
Looking at you and your brother.
Yeah, so that's this was one of the turning points of yeah, this was one of the many turning points of yeah, this was one of the yeah, this was one of the yeah, so I think of I'm thinking of good gesture. I think Guan Yu was just this is one of those battles where he got really overconfident. But it was a good idea. I mean, they were trying to clip off Wei's power and trying to make a move north at some point. But like I said, this was a huge turning point. There's another one of those. And there were many of these during the Three Kingdoms eras. There were a lot of turning points. There were a lot of turning points in this battle. Yeah.
Time to order the flood attack.
Yeah. So that's kind of what So that's yeah. So this was the Battle of Fan Castle. This is another one of the turning points of the Three Kingdoms era, and it's a huge one for many reasons. Yeah, it's another major turning point. Yeah, this is one of those like bigger it's not emphasized enough how big of a turning point this battle really was. Because ultimately there are a lot of things turned around big time, and as you'll see later on, I'll get to more into that because I don't want to bring it all up at once and then have nothing to talk about. So this is one of the things that Guan Yu does is he has a floodgate. He basically floods Fan Castle.
The Western Bank is integral to
I never did this, so I never could get Guan Yu's fourth weapon. I don't remember how he got it, but I remember it being a long process. Yeah, I don't remember how he got his fourth weapon. Yeah, I don't freaking remember. how. Yeah, that's the whole thing. Yeah, that's just how it goes, I suppose. But yeah, that's yeah. So this whole thing was
Open the floodgates. You should have the honor of finishing off Fawn Castle.
Yeah. Wait, I didn't initiate the flood attack. Oh no, wait, I gotta go protect this first and foremost. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. And the floodgate will be right there waiting for me, so I can go take out these guys and go help here real quick. But yeah, so yeah, I can go do all that real quick. And then so this is another thing that I find really stupid that I saw on the sports forums. People are honestly thinking they should switch to Saros over Pecorine. It's like, Rene got you this far, and there's really only one bad goal he's given up, and that was the one by Gento in the last game. That's it. Other than that, it's been, his defense is up. Like, Nashville is, like, they're closer than I think anyone realizes. This is not as big of a 2-0 lead as people says it is. Pittsburgh is getting by. Like, Pittsburgh is just getting by. And it's unfortunate. Like, that's the thing, is that they're doing enough to win. And that's sometimes all you gotta do. Sometimes that's all you gotta do. You don't have to do a whole lot to win the game. You just gotta do what needs to be done. Yeah, and that's what it is. It's like, yeah, that's what yeah, that's what's going on. Yeah, so that's to be yeah, that's kind of what so that's kind of what that's kind of how that's gonna work. So yeah, I don't think they should switch goalies. I don't think that's gonna change anything. They're right there. They just the game just gets away from them in spurts. They're right there. It's not like last year where the Penguins were dominating San Jose for long stretches, and the only thing keeping them in it was really Martin Jones. It's not like that at all. It's completely different. Like, it's completely different. Yeah, it's different. Yeah, it's a completely different situation entirely.
Their morale has been seriously lowered.
Yeah, it's a completely different situation in its entirety. Yeah.
Father, the ships are ready. It's time to go.
Yeah, it's a completely different situation than last year, where Nashville has dictated a good amount of the play. They're just not getting the results. Yeah, it seems like it's been like that. So Nashville is right there. I think they're closer than I think people are giving them credit for. I think they're right there. They can, if they can get this game, I think Pittsburgh should be nervous. It's not like they're completely dominating. Last game just got out of hand because Nashville has lost it in the third. They just lost their defensive composure. And it happens. It happens. They lost their defensive composure.
We must defend this area, even if it means our lives.
Yeah, that's essentially what's going on here.
Help! Help!
And that's exactly what's going on, is it? That Pittsburgh is getting enough. Yeah, that's what
Out of my way.
Yeah, there's just things aren't going their way. And they're not getting the breaks.
Enemy reinforcements have arrived.
And like I said before, it happens. Yeah, they just gotta keep with it. Like Pittsburgh, like momentum is fickle. Like momentum in the playoffs is very, very fickle. They just gotta keep at it.
Are you that desperate for your precious
All right, now we gotta take Sauron and take care of all that. So yeah, oh wow, I took care of him way faster than I thought I did.
The castle is all but ours, Father.
Yeah, I was
Only
not
the
expecting
commander,
him to be
Cao
dealt
Ren,
with that
remains.
fast, to be honest with you.
Terrible news.
Yeah, I was
The
not
Wu army
expecting
has
that at
invaded
all.
our territory.
Like,
Gong
that
An
was
and
a shock
Zhang
to
Ling
me.
have already fallen. No.
Yeah,
Wu are
that was a shock to
They
me. I was like,
betrayed us?
wow, I can't believe I got past him
My
that
lord,
fast.
it's an emergency. The Wei army
Yeah.
is amassing outside the castle. Their numbers
Yeah,
are
that's
immense.
what, yeah, that's kind of what's going on.